Good morning, Susanna Anderson here with the Are They All Yours blog at StephenAndersonFamily.com. Today I want to make a quick video tutorial showing you how to make whipped body butter. Now I use this whipped body butter as a body lotion when necessary. It's great for hand lotion as well as your face or really anywhere on your body if you have dry skin, especially in the winter. I also use this as a base lotion for any time I want to apply essential oils. So for instance, I have a chest rub that I use for coughs during the winter time if the kids have a nighttime cough, and the base lotion for that is this whipped body butter. And I have a different video for that you can check out on my channel of how to make that chest rub. The basic ingredients I use in my body butter are shea butter, cacao butter, and coconut oil. I will put links to all the products I'm using in the description of this video below. The basic recipe is really easy to remember. You don't even need to write it down. You basically just combine equal parts of each of these three different butters. Now I will say if you live in a very warm climate like we have here in Arizona during the summer, I mix 1 part shea with 1 part cacao butter with a half part of coconut oil. The reason for that being is that both cacao butter as well as shea butter are solid at room temperature, like so, and they're not even malleable. It's pretty much rock solid. Whereas the coconut butter, of course, at room temperature is either soft or even completely melted in the summer. So if you made a body butter with equal parts and you live in a very, very hot climate, you might find that in the summer it becomes too soft. Here we have the cacao butter. Again, this is solid. It feels almost like a piece of chocolate. And the wonderful thing about including cacao butter in your body butter is that the finished product actually smells like chocolate. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad. So like I said, we're going to start here with equal parts of all three. I'm going to shoot for about 1 ounce of each. That's 1 ounce of cacao butter in there. Now we're going to add 1 ounce of coconut oil. And finally 1 ounce of shea butter. And now I'm going to store this in the refrigerator. That way it does not become rancid from sitting at room temperature for prolonged periods of time. The next step now is that I take this and I heat it on a low flame just enough to melt everything so it can be combined. And for that I use the warming plate on my stove, but if you do not have a warming plate, you could also just use the regular burner on the lowest setting. Here we now have the shea butter, cacao butter, and coconut oil all melted. It is, however, too warm now to whip into body butter. So next I'm going to take this mixture and put it in the refrigerator until it starts to set up. Here we now have the oil set up in the fridge. You can see that it's still a little bit liquid, but it's setting up completely along the edges and it is cold to the touch. All that's left to do is to whisk this up. Now I do have a KitchenAid stand mixer with the whisk attachment. However, I found that it does not work well for this for whatever reason. That's why I use this little bowl instead. And you can either use a hand mixer with the whisk attachment, or I also have a stick blender. You might have that with the whisk attachment. So either of these things work well of whipping this into body butter. Once you reach this consistency, your body butter is finished. I will now just move it to a little jar to store it in. For the video today, I only made a small amount of body butter. I already had some on hand in this larger jar, so I just simply added it to this. You can expect for it to fill about a pint jar when you make the single batch. If you have any questions, please leave them in the description of this video below. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you for watching.